So today is the first day of my Dr. Fuhrmans Lose 10 and 20 pounds, eating plan. So kind of a backstory if you haven't watched my previous videos. I have Hashimoto's, I have fibromyalgia, and I have suffered from leaky gut. I have trigger foods that I cannot eat, which are gluten, dairy, eggs, and corn. Those all raise my antibodies for my Hashimoto's. I am a Plexus Independent Ambassador, FYI. I do use their products, and I basically use them for gut health. So, yeah, that's kind of me in a nutshell. I have done the starch solution, and I did really well on that, but it's more of like a maintenance plan for me. And so I'm trying Dr. Fuhrman's plan to see if that helps me drop weight quicker, and then I'll kind of mesh the two together or decide which one is better for me to stick with once I get down to my goal weight. My goal weight at this point is 149 by the end of April, which is when my birthday is. The reason why it's 149 is because at 149, I will be a normal BMI and not be overweight. I've already went from the obese category to just overweight, and now I'm working on getting normal. So when I started doing all of my plans and blah, 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 like seriously, it's been not even YouTube documented, but I was close to 200 pounds. It has been like 3 or 4 years. I only really got down and sustained to about 180 or 100 and, yeah, 100, oh my gosh, 189. And then I started working on just a whole slew of different things. I did lose like 15 pounds with the starch solution, and have been able to like maintain that loss. I also did juicing not too long ago on here. I tried to do 30 days. That so did not work. I made it like 12 and a half days, and then I totally like forget that I love food. So I did lose more weight that way, just a few pounds. So last night we had an incredibly stupid night. So because we've eaten mostly vegan for like, oh gosh, since June or July, we've been eating plant-based. Plant-based, mostly vegan. We will eat meat if the option is presented to us and we really don't have alternatives. We used to raise and grow our own meat and sell it to customers, and we don't really do that anymore. So it's a slow transition. But last night, so I weighed myself yesterday, and I did this pre-Dr. Fuhrman video where I weighed 171.3. So we're going to go with that starting weight because let me tell you, my body went, what the hell did you do yesterday? So I'm actually like 172.3 or something like that. I don't know. But last night we went, and the kids had youth group, and so we went to Walmart, and I just was craving a cream horn. I just wanted like one lowly cream horn. They didn't have any. And so we opted for a pie, a salted caramel chocolate pudding pie. And we decided that we were each going to eat half. We could do this. We were like committed. We bought spoons. We bought a thing of Mountain Dew to wash it down, and we sat in the truck and we ate this pie watching Jerry Seinfeld's comedians in cars getting coffee. So that was our night last night. And then we stopped at Family Dollar, and I'm like, man, I just have a hankering for this string cheese, you know, in the kind in the can that's not really cheese. It's just kind of like, and I'm not supposed to have gluten or dairy or eggs or any kind of corn. And let me tell you, everything was in there. So we came home and we grabbed some of those the club crackers and the cheese. And we watched some more episodes when we got home, and we just slathered on the cheese. So that was my moment of pre-June retardedness. Yeah, so I'm not feeling the best this morning. Obviously, I feel kind of like I should just go throw up right now. So I'm going to eat some breakfast before I leave. I only have like 5 minutes, so like I seriously need to like get going. So let me tell you about the plan and what we're doing. So Dr. Fuhrman's plan is a PDF. It costs $15. There's actually 2 plans. There is the original Lose 10 and 20, and then there's like a new one that he just put out, which kind of like adds on to that one. So make sure that if you're starting this, grab the original first. It goes through what foods are unlimited, what foods are limited, kind of the eating plan in a whole and why it's important. And there's like about 20 pages of blah, blah, blahs that if you don't know anything about Dr. Fuhrman, you really need to read. But if you watch his videos and you just like, hey, I'm going to try this plan, like just skim through it like I did. The eating plan for today, I'm going to see if it'll pop up behind me here and I can see it. I can't show you because obviously this is copyrighted and I don't want to like piss off Dr. Fuhrman, so sorry. Let me see, I got to move my little, okay, so day 1, I was retarded and like didn't even look this day ahead of time, even though I kind of skimmed it over, but apparently I was supposed to soak my oats, so they're kind of soaking now while I'm doing this video and while I went out and did chores, but it's like a half a cup of your oatmeal. You can use steel cut if you want to. A half a cup of vanilla almond milk, a half a cup of blueberries, an apple, some flax seeds, and you like let it sit overnight. So I have an apple. I'm not putting that in with my blueberries. Like I'm just not. So basically this is kind of, I don't want to say it's like what I do for my smoothie bowl, but like I would normally just put all this in a blender with a banana. So I don't know. We're just going to eat it. So here's kind of what it looks like. It's kind of soupy because I used the old-fashioned oats. I didn't use the steel cut. It's been like 15, 20 minutes that it's been soaking. And then for lunch is kind of like it says a Mexican salad. So it said a head of romaine lettuce. But I used the baby romaine, and then like at Aldi's you get 3 together, so I just chopped up one of those like romaine heads. And then I did a half a cup of black beans, let's see, 1/3 cup of corn, which I'm not supposed to have corn, but I decided that on this plan I'm going to eat the whole corn kernels and just kind of see how it is. I know that I react to pretty much all corn, but I'm just going to do that. And then you're going to add some salsa and half of an avocado, and here is what it looks like. I really don't like avocado, so I'm definitely going to basically just suck that down first for lunch and then mix everything else together. And then he suggests an orange or another fruit. He actually does like fruit with every meal, and I usually only do fruits in the morning, so we'll see. So I'm bringing an orange with me. On this plan as well, he does suggest certain supplements, but because my body is weird and I'm not going to go by his supplement recommendation. Some of it I am. I always do a tablespoon of flax meal like every single day. Like I just do that. But here are the supplements that I am going to be taking during this whole time. So I'm going to be taking this B12. It's the methylcobalamin. It's 5,000 micrograms, and every couple days this goes under. It's a liquid. It goes underneath your tongue. I know that they recommend way less than that, but because I suffer with fibromyalgia and with thyroid, like you can't OD on this. So my body doesn't absorb anything. So I always take higher doses of everything than what is actually needed. On natural stuff. I am not going to take a multivitamin of any sorts. Plexus has an awesome multivitamin. However, if you eat a standard American diet, like go ahead, add that in. But what you should do to see if the vitamin is right for you, and I know this like totally goes against like what my upline is going to say, but you need to go to chronometer.com and log your food for about a week or two and find out your levels of vitamins that you're eating, because the more plant-based you eat, the higher your vitamins are. And a lot of Dr. Greger and Dr. Fuhrman, they say, like, don't take a multivitamin with vitamin A. And I was like, well, why does that even make sense? But because you're eating so many fruits and vegetables, like, your vitamin A is freaking like 300%. And then if you take a multivitamin on top of that, like, you're just way, way over what you need to be. So I am not taking a multivitamin. I am going to take the B12, and then I have to take vitamin D. So this one is one that does not have corn oil in it. It actually has olive oil in it because I'm trying to stay away from the corn. And I have to take 20,000 a day of this. I might be able to go down. I'm having labs done in a couple weeks, but I usually was taking 30,000, and I finally topped off the high end of the chart. So yay. It only took me like a year. So I'm cutting it back down to 20, and we will see. And then I am also taking L-glutamine because things like last night and just in general, this has been shown to actually repair the gut lining. So I struggle with leaky gut and bad digestion and all that stuff. And then what I am doing for plexus is I am using BioCleanse to help me go to the bathroom, because honestly, even on a like pretty much vegan diet, I don't always go to the bathroom regularly, and this has magnesium in it, which is really good, and some other natural things in it. So, and then I'm using Probio 5. This is a digestive enzymes along with probiotics and an antifungal to help control candida. So that's what I'm using. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can tell you. His plan's very easy. It's very easy to put together during the days, even if you have to cook some stuff. Kind of looking at dinner is, I can't see because I can't move my recording. Easy vegetable pizza, which we've done before. You just use a tortilla and you build a pizza on top of that. So we will be doing that. We've already done that many times as our dinner. And then he has a he says on top of that to eat a salad. So, and then he has a balsamic almond dressing, which I'm not a fan of like nut butter dressings. So we'll see. I am going to try it. If it totally sucks, I'll just eat the salad plain and with nothing. But that's the salad that it says cooked greens or mixed green salad with tomatoes, onions, other veggies. So that's why I made the huge salad that I had showed you in the video before. I put like everything in there, including some beans. So even though that's not on his plan, like it's going to be in there. So it'll be interesting to see what this easy balsamic almond dressing tastes like. It looks like it could be good, but we will see. I know that there are other people who have done this plan on YouTube. So if you want to check them out, just look up this plan and you should be able to find them. People are really happy with, you know, all of this that well, I guess all of the stuff that he makes. They all say it tastes really good, so we'll see how it works for me. But we are at 13 minutes, so I will come back later when it is nighttime for dinner, and I'll show you what we're eating for dinner. Hi, so it's dinner time, and I've made everybody else their dinners because it's little pizzas and it takes forever. But I wanted to show you the dressing. This was that almond, hang on, let me look. I gotta move my little thing. Easy balsamic almond dressing. Now, the only thing that I would say is it was very balsamic-y. So, if you were to make this, put all of the stuff together and then add in like maybe half of the balsamic vinegar. It calls for a tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon, and I put in a tablespoon and it was just too much, like maybe a half a tablespoon, and then try it. You can always use water to water it down, but this is what it looks like. It looks kind of like a little runny chocolate pudding. but I let it sit a little bit to kind of incorporate the oregano and basil in it. So this is the size bowl that I have for salad, but I put it in this container so that I could mix it better. And I think I'm only going to do half because it's very balsamic-y. And I don't have that much salad, not like I normally eat. It's the little pizzas too, but it says to add in some veggies. And so eat a salad with this vinaigrette stuff or some veggies. Yeah, this is plenty of coating. So I can use this for another salad a different day. It's good. But I'm going to show you my pizza here in just a second. It's not quite done yet, so I've kind of just shut off my oven and let it kind of fester for a little bit while I'm chatting with you. So about this, another thing about this eating plan that I wanted to let people know is that sometimes the dinners are only for 2 people or 2 servings, I guess. And so if you have kids and you're doing this, like for me, I can eat by myself for breakfast and lunch because they have stuff that they eat at school and they eat different breakfasts. But for dinner, we all sit down together for dinner, and there's 4 of us. So some of these recipes I've had to quadruple, and that's kind of like tonight. It's just 1 serving for dinner, and I had to make sure that I bought enough stuff to do 4. Tomorrow is a zucchini spaghetti with like a fresh tomato sauce, and that only serves 1 as well. So then again, I had to buy extra to make 4. So when you get this, just know that if you plan on eating this with the rest of the family, that you're going to have to like double recipes. But if not, then you'll have plenty enough because he repeats things. And so you just, if it's 2 servings, you just put it in the freezer or whatever. But I just thought I would give you an FYI on that. So in 2 seconds, I will be back with my pizza. As soon as I push pause. Okay, so I have my pizza. He doesn't say how many vegetables to put on the pizza, so I kind of like overload all of our pizzas because he only suggests a few. So this one has onions and mushrooms. I put green peppers on, which he doesn't say to, and then broccoli. And you're actually using spaghetti sauce instead of a pizza sauce, which honestly, when I was looking through the pizza sauces that I could have that didn't have the high fructose corn syrup and all that stuff in it, this actually has more flavor in it, so that's nice. But here is my plate. I know it's gonna like. The cheese that I ended up using, we don't use mozzarella here because the cheese frankly tastes like crap, but we use the Dia cheddar brick cheese, and one of the bricks is about 3 inches by 3 inches or something like that, and that will do 4 of us easily with these tortilla pizzas. The tortillas that I used, because I have allergies, these still have corn in them, which I try not to use too much, but these are the Live G-free tortillas from Aldi's. So there is no fruit for tonight's dinner, so I'm really hoping that this is enough. If not, then I will eat some more salad, and I will see you tomorrow.